Hello there. Welcome. Hello, everybody here in Spiritual Biz Success. So, Kimberly Maska here, your fearless leader and creator of Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. And something I see all the time in my Facebook ads and where not is that people start to ask, is spirituality and business an oxymoron? They're like, that's an oxymoron. Those two things don't go together at all. And that's totally not true, as we know. So let's talk a little bit about that and what that means. So what's amazing is that we've been given these gifts from Source, and yet somehow, some way, someone has told us that we're not supposed to charge for these gifts, that having these gifts is something you're supposed to hide or keep secret or give away for free, which makes absolutely no sense to me, because if you want to have an amazing business and really serve the world, how do you do that? You start a business. You like, if you really want to serve at a high level, is you create a business. That's how you touch thousands of lives. And then if you have these amazing gifts and you have your business, you can't hide them. You have to really step out. That's how we have the ripple effect on the planet. So having a spiritual business is by no means an oxymoron, although every now and then I know we get these internal wobbles, this idea about charging for our gifts, that energy exchange of money. But you guys, we're all connected to Source. Source is flowing through us consistently and constantly. Every single moment that we're breathing here in this dimension, we're connected with Source. So when we're connected with Source, then everything we do is actually spiritual. So it's always funny to me when someone says, oh, is a spiritual business an oxymoron? It's like, well, everything you do is spiritual because you're a spiritual being. So if you are not tapping into your gifts and connecting with Source for everything you do, something is terribly wrong, because it's part of us at every single moment. So being able to make the connection of spirituality and a business, that's really the only thing you should be doing. You should be using your gifts to step out. You should be using your gifts to create abundance. If you're creating abundance doing something that you can't stand, so let's just say you have a job that's a 9-to-5 that you really cannot stand, and you are bringing home your check every week. When you bring that check home, that money does not feel good. That money feels like someone owed you. That's why so many times we take our checks and we run out and we spend them on something silly, because it's like someone owed us something. And that's why we had to then go buy something to make ourselves feel good. And that's wrong. When we're creating abundance, we need to be loving what we're doing. We need to be in full alignment with Source when we're doing this creation of abundance. So when we're working this 9-to-5 or this job that we're is sucking the soul out of us, the money just doesn't feel good. The money feels, again, like someone owed us something, which is why we go and spend it on all sorts of things that we don't need. So we need to realize that having a spiritual business is probably one of the most fulfilling things you could ever do, because you are taking the moment to be connected with Source and to live in that space all the time, and to share with your clients that connection with Source, because that's all we're really doing as spiritual leaders, is just connecting our clients with Source. We're connecting them to show them that they can be the ultimate best version of themselves. So in that connection, it's beautiful to watch happen, and it's really my greatest wish is for everyone out there to experience what it's like when one of your clients turns and thanks you and says, this was an incredible journey. So being able to see that a spiritual business is the only way you should be making money, whatever your gift is. Now, maybe you're a singer and that's spiritual to you, and that's your connection with Source. In a way, that's a spiritual business, because that connection is what makes it incredible. But for most of you here in my group, your spiritual connection is usually channeling. Most of my clients are channelers. Your shamans, you're connecting with Source in amazing ways, intuitives and mediums, and incredible connections with Source. And you're to be able to take that amazing gift and turn it into a business sometimes isn't super clear. But again, if you're having a business doesn't mean that you have to disconnect from source. In fact, it means that you should be more connected because you're creating, right? Business is actually a very creative process. People think like, oh, it's very left brain, and it's not. It's a creative process. It's tapping into source every single day to create what you desire, which are clients and abundance and joy. That's what it's about. So if you're in a 9-to-5 that you don't love, and you're not creating from a space of full connection with source, where you're just consciously connecting and creating, you probably need to rethink what you're doing. And because the money that you're creating from that is not satisfying. And the money that you can create, the abundance you can create when you're really tapping into source and using your gifts, that's the money that feels amazing. And what's incredible is that it feels so good, you don't even need as much money, because you're not out there buying things, because you don't need to buy things, because you're in your pure joy space of being connected with source at all time. So just a little food for thought. If you haven't started your spiritual business right now, come in and watch my videos in here. Start to listen to what I'm talking about. Get a feel for it. Get yourself in vibrational alignment and start finding clients. And when you're ready to completely transform your life, and actually not everybody who starts Spiritual Biz Bootcamp actually has clients when they come in. We help them create their business from scratch. But if you know that you have a gift and a message that has to get out there, this is the only thing you should be focusing on. That energy should be directed towards the creation of the thing that's going to bring you joy and also create an amazing and abundant life for your family. So if you're ready to do that, Spiritual Biz Bootcamp is available for you. So I'm going to put a link so that you can watch my free training. If you feel that you're in vibrational alignment and you are serious, you're not just curious, but you are serious about creating your business so that you can live your purpose, so that you can use your gifts to change the planet, literally shifting consciousness on the planet, which is what you are here to do and nothing else. You're here to shift consciousness on this planet, create abundance, and have a massive ripple effect. And if that's where you are and that's what you're ready to do, click on the link above for Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. If not, get ready to get ready. Get out of the misery of where you are and get ready to live an abundant and amazing life connected with source at all times. That's what you should be doing anyways, but if you can do it in a business sense, it's even more fulfilling and incredible. So the link above will be above for Spiritual Biz Bootcamp. And remember that the creation of money and abundance when you're connected to source is one of the most beautiful experiences that you can have. And it is how you will create the ripple effect on the planet. And until next time, I don't know if there's any questions. A whole bunch of people on here. Let's see. We have AJ Alexander, Juliet, Teresa Lang, Stacy. Stacy's in my mastery program, did amazing this year. Natasha, hi guys. Alistair, how are you doing, Alistair? Alistair's a graduate. And let's see, love what you're doing. And Stacy's done amazing stuff. And Stacy's been able to transform lives, and that's been amazing. I'm watching her building her business. When Stacy first came to me, she was just doing readings. I think she was charging us $75 an hour or something like that. And she's completely transformed her business and is now in my year-long mastery program and changing lives every day. And it's been incredible to watch her blossom and go from where she was to where she is now, because she knew that by taking her gift and being able to spread that message to people on the planet, that she could have a shift on consciousness, and she has, and it's been incredible to watch, and you guys can have the same thing too, because that's what we are all here to do. So click the link above and take a watch of my 5 shifts to create the 6-figure spiritual business. And if you're so inclined, if you feel that you are in vibrational alignment and you are ready to create your spiritual business, then book a call with my team and we will see you in boot camp. Until next time, have a beautiful day. Bye guys.